Good morning YouTube, it's Mike again, Corners, Knives and Camping. And as you can see, we're back out on Dartmoor. Not doing a solo tonight, I'm with Steve. Here's Steve, look.
Hello.
Me and Steve did the Sheep's Tour camp last month, I think it was, month before. But today we've decided to come, well I'd like to go to High Wilhays, which is the highest peak in the southwest, if I believe is that correct, Steve?
That is right, yeah.
Highest peak in the southwest. So got the new camera with me, but as you can see it's coming a bit muggy. It is starting to clear slightly, you can just make out the river down there, but just now the visibility was pretty poor. There's a tor up there you can just make out. Right, we've reached a little bridge by a place called Gulliver's Steps. So me and Steve decided to do a bit of videoing in from here. But if I turn you around, look at this video. This would have made a lovely photo. It would have made a really nice picture had the weather been a bit different. But I'll turn you around. Look at that. You can probably just make out there's the tor up there. This is the way we're going up through here, up to that track, and we're going to be going along this track up to the top of there. There's another river falling down that way. So there's Steve doing a bit of filming. Didn't mention it earlier, but I'm trying out a different pack today. There. It's a 75 litre Zenith, Osprey Zenith I think they're called. But look at this one here, look. Look at that. Lovely, very nice. Anyway, back to the pack. Yeah, it's so far it's been nice and comfortable. And I have got all my kit in it. I have downsized some of the items and I'll show you them later. I've got smaller packed downsized leggings, a smaller ground sheet. I've got this new jacket on today. Looks like I'm something out the Tango advert, but I wanted something nice and bright. Some people out enjoying the moors there, look. So there's Steve on the bridge. You can probably just see the mist is just starting to clear now. A bit further on now. I think we've what, a couple of miles, Steve?
Yes.
A couple of miles in. We think just turn you around. This is Oakhampton Range now, and we're on a bit of a road. It's we're heading this, obviously this direction, but if you can see it, it's road tour there, and we've come from this direction over here. It's still quite blustery. The wind is going to be picking up this afternoon, weatherman says. It was supposed to be, believe it or not, full sun this afternoon. A bit overcast tonight with a few clouds tonight, and then full sun tomorrow. But being Dartmoor and all that, it's changed to drizzle. Tomorrow is full, well, it's supposed to be showers tomorrow, a bit brighter sunlight, but we'll see. Right, let's keep going. Another tour coming up in the distance. I'll bring you back when we get a bit closer. Just made it up to this little range hut now. You can see that there, look. I think this is where they, I don't know if they fire from here or whether this is where they scope from to get yardages and stuff, I'm not sure. But I'll turn you around. You can see a little bit of the lay of the land now. Not a great deal, but I'll turn you around and have a look. I think we're heading over that way. So it's still a bit yucky, but not to worry. Right guys, we're now at a place called Blackaven Brook. You can just see the brook there. It runs right down through, and we're actually stood on new bridge. So the mist did lift for 20 minutes or so, but it's back again with a vengeance by the look of it. But we just found this little outcrop of rocks here on the road. We're still on tarmac now. We've just done a boulder field track. It's pretty rocky, but we're now back on tarmac, so I think we're just gonna stop here. So time is almost 20 past 1, and I could do with the sandwich. I think I brought a couple of sandwiches, or the wife made me a couple of sandwiches. Thank you, wife. I think Steve's got to take some shots with his GoPro. Very nice. Very nice little spot. Right, let's take the pack off and have a sandwich. Well, we stopped off for lunch earlier, as you saw, and we're almost there now. We've just come across this ford here, and we could see the ford was here obviously on the maps. So we've only brought a small amount of water with us, and Steve's just topping up the water now. There he is, look. Crystal clear, he reckons. Which has got to be better than last time, because when me and Carl were out down by Bleak House, it was like horse piss, and I couldn't drink it. Carl did drink it, but he said it was an acquired taste. But I had enough water with me, and I had a pint of milk if I remember rightly. So, but we're heading off in that direction. You're probably not going to see very much, but I'll spin you around. We've just come up from this pathway here, from where we had lunch, probably just over a mile or so, maybe 2, I don't know. But we zigzagged up the steep bit, and that's brought us to here. Anybody thinking of coming up this way, visiting this tour, it's like path all the way and tarmac road, so you know, if you're not too clever walking across the grasses and through the bogs, which aren't pleasant, and you want to go to the highest peak in the southwest, then this is the way to go. Just make sure you wear some stout boots, because there are a few that might turn your foot over on the route, and there are some deep holes in the road as well. But touch wood, we've got here, we're fine. So just waiting for Steve now to fall in so I can video it, but I don't think he's going to oblige. Never mind, onwards, and I'll probably bring you back when we get to the top now. So catch you guys in a bit. Bugger, he didn't go in. Welcome back, campers. We made it. Well, we thought we made it 4 or 5 times, but it turned out to be the wrong tour, or the wrong part of the tour. Tell us, mate.
Yeah, we did.
We thought we found it. No, this isn't it. And then we thought we found it. No, that wasn't it either. But we actually found it. And then when we did find it, there was no shelter, nowhere flat to pitch. We spotted another pitch. There was somebody else on it. So we've just come slightly down off the tour now, and we found a little spot. We're both pitched up. There's Steve set up.
Yo.
Give us a wave, Steve.
Yo.
There he is, look. There's Steve. It is Hillyberg. Was it Steve Hillyberg? What?
Hillyberg Solo.
Solo. Hillyberg Solo. So, but Steve wants a sexy tent like mine.
I do.
Yeah, plenty of room in here. A more sexy tent. So we're on the tour. We made it. Wasn't that bad actually. It was all road and path and very little bogging and moorland that we normally do. But it was nice, good on the knees. No bogs to walk through. So I'm just gonna have a cup of tea now. So I'll bring you back when I've got the brew on. Right, here we are outside the tents. There's the setup, the Norm, the sexy tent, the Heidlas Hex Peak V4. There she is. There's Steve's Hillyberg. There he is, look.
Hello people, how are you all?
Look at that lovely pink sleeping bag.
Hey.
And he's got a pink bag.
Mate, you think that's pink? You wait till you see this.
Whoa!
What pink's it,
Don't
Matt?
you show that
Hey.
to Carl.
He'll want one.
No, he'll be wanting
might
one
send-
of them.
I might send him one for Christmas. He'll love it.
Our mate Carl Woodbridge, aka Deadfall Bushcraft. He likes a bit of pink. You have a look at his videos. It's a fair bit of pink in his bedroom. I ain't saying anything. But right, so High Wilhays. Here we are. The highest point in the southwest, I believe. And it's there somewhere. You can't see anything because of the fog. Just up there, there's another guy from Essex camping. He pinched the best spot. He had a good little spot up there, but it's not too bad here. There's a couple of flat spots there. Just got the X Peak in there. Steve managed to get in there. And Steve's got his brew on already. I still haven't had a drink yet. Let's have a look at Steve's new sexy cooking kit. Look at this.
Yeah, it's like titanium storming Norman.
Titanium storming cone. Apparently they're you can get them on eBay apparently with a stove. And what do you think of it, Steve?
Yeah, it's very good, mate. It's very light. Comes in two sections. So the top lifts off lip, just slides down over rivets, and all of this fits inside my little Alkit 750 mug, along with the storming little stove there as well. Nice little stove actually. I've got the Caldera cone as well. But this one is it's a bit lighter, packs down smaller, so it saves me a bit of volume in the old bag. I don't think the boil is quite as quick as the Caldera, but I'm just getting boiling the same amount of water using a little bit less meths. So I think it's a little bit more efficient, if not time saving, definitely a bit more efficient.
Ideal.
So, yeah,
Beauty.
Very, very happy.
Another happy customer. I'm going to have a look at them later. Not that I need another stove, but you tend to collect things, and stoves being one of them. Right, we'll have a little look inside the tent before it gets dark. because we're going to be tent bound now for to at least 5-6 o'clock tomorrow, Steve, aren't we? And then tomorrow we're going to meet up with a couple of other YouTubers. We're going to go for a pub lunch to the local pub. What's the local pub called, Steve?
Well, it's just
The Belstone pub, the Belstone Inn, perhaps, we don't know. But we're thinking about going there and having a spot of lunch, so that should be nice. But we've got to do our 12 hours of tent time first. So I'm alright, I've got a nice pillow. Talking of which, come and have a look at this. So on the last camp, you might remember if you've watched the video, it's the one before this one, I didn't get a lot of sleep, and I think it was due to not being able to sit up properly, and because I normally sit up when I'm at home and go to sleep that way. So what I did is I took the large bag, the liner bag out the rucksack, put a bit of air in it, clipped it up, and now I've got a nice big walloping great pillow. So, and with the new mat, that's still nicely inflated. I've got the normal one season snug pack sleeping bag. This one's the Chrysalis 1, and I brought the softy suit as well, so this jacket and there's the leggings. So one season bag with a softy suit should be fine tonight, hopefully. I still haven't had my brew, so I'm going to do that right now, but I just thought I'd show you inside the tent. Quite well organised for me, really. All the stuff's all nicely laid out, ready, with water, jet ball, brew kit, beer, first aid kit, all my bits and pieces. Well, got the brew on, warmed up a bit now. Still using the coffee bags, they're pretty good. That's all I use now. But I take them out of the little pouches because they're filled with air, and so I just put them in an airtight bag, keep them fresh. Made a bit of a mess now, got stuff everywhere and brew kit everywhere, but I'll have a bit of a tidy up in a minute and start cooking some tea shortly. Time is 5:30, so soon be tea time, Steve, won't it? Yeah, it won't be long. Meatballs, spaghetti, chocolate pudding, and for breakfast I've got an all-day breakfast tomorrow. I thought I'd try it, as recommended by Nick on Dartmoor. So Wayfarers all-day breakfast tomorrow. Well, you got tomorrow for breakfast, Steve, porridge, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got porridge.
You got porridge. You're travelling light today. You've got porridge, no wet food for Steve. Right, I'm going to drink my coffee. Catch you in a minute. Right, got the tea on now. Obviously it's the Old Faithful. Look what we found. Meatballs, that's my favourite, and also I've got some spaghetti, and there's me mug shots and tomorrow's breakfast. But I don't think going to be going out in that much tonight. Still blinking horrendous out there. So I was hoping to get a bit of 3G in the tent tonight and just watch something. But Steve seems to have 3G, but I haven't. But that's the way a cookie crumbles sometimes. Chocolate pudding. Well, time to get the chocolate pudding out. I've had a few mouthfuls, it's bloody lovely. Recommend these, Wayfarers. Very nice. And good morning all. Was a bit of a wet one last night. Oh, yes, quite interesting. Been in the tent for 12-13 hours. Slept quite well last night. Got my improvised dry bag pillow. It did go down a few times, so I don't know whether that one's actually watertight, to be honest. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, not too bad a night. The only major disruption I think was Steve snoring. But apparently I did quite a good job of it as well. So yeah, so yeah, get up in a minute, make a drink, stretch the legs, make a bit of breakfast, and then crack on back. I think we're hoping the weather's going to get a little bit better. It's been blowing a bit, but not too bad. We had a few heavy showers in the night, but a couple of them woke me up. But yeah, it hasn't been too bad. But right, let's crack on and make a drink and something to eat. Well, I've started packing the gear away now. Still have a bit of a mess in here, but I've managed to get the boots on as well. We've just worked it out. The clocks went back an hour last night, but works out we've been in our tent for about 14 hours since arriving. So fairly long time really. Well, I'm waiting for the rain to stop so I can get out and stretch my legs. My legs are killing me sat up like this. I've put all the roll mat and everything away, so I can't have a lay down now. But we're just waiting for a bit of a break in the weather. But I'll turn you around. Can't see an awful lot really. But, there's Steve's tent, and still a bit of a white out. See a little bit further than you could earlier, but it's still pretty bad. So I haven't had no breakfast, and then I made a drink and knocked it over, so I haven't had a drink yet either. So I thought, right, I'll pack some stuff away, make a bit of room so I can make a drink, and then it started pouring down the rain, so I couldn't get out and do some bits and pieces and that. So anyway, bring you back in a bit. Bloody rain. Yeah. And welcome back to High Wilhays. I'm on the phone now. I've packed the GoPro and the camera away. Well, I never got the other camera out, but there's Steve just packing his tent away. There's my bag and my poles. Sorry about the wind noise, it's blowing out up here. And that's where I was. No trace apart from a bit of flat grass. As you can see, there is bugger all to see, and that there is High Wilhays. That's what we come to see. So it's a bit yucky up here, and it's getting worse. So we've decided to evacuate the area, haven't we, mate? It's getting a bit rocky and yucky, so we're all packed away. The waterproofs are on. So, and if I can film a bit more on the way, if it brightens up when the fog lifts, then I will do, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Right, I'm going to put this phone away before it gets soaking, and it's not waterproof, so catch you all in a bit, guys. Get on! Apologies for the noise, just got the phone out to look at the review ranger, so we thought, I thought I'd do a bit of videoing. But as you can see, it's getting a little bit better. I'll turn you around so you can see the view. So that's the track we're heading. There's Steve, look. The road is over here, and we're going to come down this path along to there, and then over there, and then it's back across and up and down and around back to the car. So we're cracking on, getting there, but it's still a bit blustery, but I'm looking forward to my breakfast, well, my lunch, my breakfast and my coffee, because I haven't had anything yet. After knocking me water over in the tent for me drinks, I thought, oh, sorry, I won't bother, I might take it to the pub. So I've just been taking sips of water at the bladder, so it hasn't been too bad. Right, bring you back in a bit. A little bit further now. The fog's lifted right off. The rain stopped. It's just a bit blustery, so you might get a bit of wind noise. A couple of walkers over there. Looks like they're on the way up to High Wilhays. Right, now you can have a look around where we are. It's East Mill Tor there. Steepleton Tor's just behind it. And just there is Oakey Tor. So that gives you an idea of where we are. We've come from up there. So, High Wilhays. Yeah, it was a bit wet. Very good experience. Loved it. We've just come down through this way, zigzag down through there. Apologies for the noise of the wind, but back on the phone. And the sun's just coming out up there, look. There's Steepleton Tor up there in the wind. The fog's completely gone. Right, we're at a pit stop. Come to a ford. Ford in the road here. Nice little bridge. A little brook running down through it. It's Irishman's Wall there. You can just see it through there. And this Belstone Tor. We're going to do a right up to here, do right these cars and go back down this road to there, and then we're going to go down the Scary Tour. This is down that way, and then up across back to the car. So we haven't got far to go now. We've been walking on the way back, most of it's downhill. We haven't stopped, only briefly. But there he is, look. Having his break. It's a couple of hours, just over 2 hours on the way back. It's 5 hours with a break on the way up, but obviously most of it was uphill. So there you are. So welcome back on the last leg of the journey now. Down this little track to the car. Hopefully the car's still there. Don't fancy walking home. Yeah, I can see the car. Thank God for that.
Beer festival. Look at that. Beer festival.
Right, so me and Steve just come out the pub, and you'll really meet some weird people when you're in there.
Very weird. I tell you what,
You almost forgot it, yeah. So that's it. We're going. We're finished. We're going home. We've had our lunch. So catch you all on the next one, guys. But don't forget.
stay Cornish.
See you later, guys. Bye.